looks like he's about to call in a
How you doing, Al?
call in a napalm strike.
No, he looks like he's out there.
Hey, 4 clicks to case on, brother.
No, he's got a barrel full of wood out in the backyard burning it, having a beer is what he's doing. Hey, Al.
Got the
There's
high vis
nothing
hat
wrong
on.
with that.
That's right.
By the way, Tom, being dead with a Rolex, I don't know. That's not the worst way to go. That's a nice little flex right at the end of your life. Like, yeah. And he died wearing a watch that's worth more than your house.
Yeah, but
Have
see,
a good night.
Al, my point was the guy was saved by an Apple Watch. I no longer wear an Apple Watch. I found them annoying after a while, but I think if you're doing what this guy was doing, it could save your life.
Tom, I totally disagree. I think your Apple Watch is the only thing on the planet that is allowed to talk to you in the language that we respond to. Like, my Apple Watch would be like, dude, stand up. Like, what do you walk? It like really reminds you to be a person, because I will just sit all day. So I feel like the Apple Watch is like my really mean stepdad that is really just doing it for my interests.
Okay, are you wearing one right now?
No, it's charging.
Ah, okay. Well,
I charge it overnight, but my girlfriend wears it, and then it tells you how you slept that night and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I mean, it's crazy how much you wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you don't even realize it? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody's where somebody has slept for a full 8 hours.
Wow.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
just,
you get up.
I don't want to know all this information. I'm okay.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
I'm okay wearing my little, whatever this thing is, analog watch. But in any event, if you're swimming, I thought it was a great story. Everyone else thought it was stupid. Okay.
That's why we have pre-production meetings.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Nobody that really does a show every day it's like, all right, is everybody here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like some of these bands. I've asked various artists. So when you do sound check, they go sound check. No. We're done. We know how to play it now.
Yeah.
We got it now. Al, I know you travel a lot, being a stand-up comedian. Besides your gig on the television, on Daily Blast Live, we had an interesting news story. I don't know if you guys covered this. It was a travel agent who said that she does not ever use the prepackaged. What's the word?
Not
I'm
the
looking for?
prepackaged. The so you know how hotels have kind of switched, Al, from the tiny shampoo bottles to the refillable.
Yeah, the refillable
bottles.
ones on the wall in the
Some
shower.
hotels have.
Oh, yes. The dispensers that you
Yeah,
would find in like a men's gym. Yes.
Yeah, she says she won't use them because she doesn't know what's in there. And, I talked about the fraternity tradition of taking a guy's shampoo bottle and topping it off with urine. That's sort of, guy thing. Do you use that stuff? I'd never thought about it. I've used that every time.
You know what? Honestly, I have. But do you know what I'm more concerned about than what's in it is like touching it? Because I don't know if they've cleaned the outside of that. I keep saying it because when I talk about stuff on stage, maybe this is the old man in me. I'm now conscious that there are people that do those jobs and are prideful in their job. So I try not to attack. But like hotels, since COVID, are not clean like they used to be. Like I've been on the road for 20 years. The only thing I know besides my children is hotels. Sunday mornings, I would be hungover, and I would be woken up with the sounds of vacuum cleaners on both sides of the room next to me as I realized that I'm about to miss my flight. Like that.
Yeah, right.
There would be hotels. Josh, you would step out of your room, and there would be a cleaning lady every 3 or 4 doors. I open the door. There's nobody. It's like they're filming a movie in a hotel.
Right, or it's one person, and sometimes it's like 4 p.m. because it's the only person who's been having to clean all day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think what happened was these people, these hotels, they had a staff, and then COVID happened, and they had to send the staff home. Then they brought back like a skeleton staff.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, we can get away with this. And look at the bottom line now.
Right.
So we're not paying 36 people. And now I say they went from clean to like now hotel rooms are clean the way a man cleans.
Yes.
Like we straighten stuff up, but don't lift anything. There's no vacuuming under there, but we'll straighten the remote. But hotels, I found like receipts from other randos in the trash, so they didn't clean it, and you're like, ah.
Now, do you have if you have a standard hotel room that has 2 double beds and you're by yourself, you follow me here?
Yes.
You got your standard whatever Holiday and 2 double beds. Which bed do you sleep in?
you take the one furthest from the door, right?
Oh,
I always go the closest to the bathroom. That's what I do.
I go closest to the bathroom because it also tends to be farthest from the air conditioner, which I'm convinced is filled with some sort of moldy sludge.
I'm with Josh.
And I don't think I'm right. I'm just saying that in my head.
Oh, no, Josh, I would say you're 1,000% right. You think they're getting in there cleaning?
You look at the air conditioner and the brand is Legionnaires.
Yeah. You can trust Legionnaire.
To your point, Josh, I was running because, it was 102 in Denver last Saturday and Sunday. So I got one of those, indoor, the indoor air conditioning units to help my air conditioning along. And just in 4 or 5 hours, the screen window was filthy. And that was me. And I'm an old, sad man that uses a pressure washer outside. Like, I am that big of a nerd. So, like, that was just one little 6-hour chunk in my window. My screen was disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you think they're cleaning that with a pressure washer every Saturday,
Right.
Josh?
No, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, that's why I try to stay away from them.
But then Airbnbs are, I think I'm done. And shout out to anybody listening that has an Airbnb, great secondary source of income. But now it's just like I'm staying with somebody's, like my sister's OCD boyfriend now, where it's just like, can you stack the towels facing north before you leave and don't open the secondary freezer? I'm like, hey, you're not my dad. Like, what is happening in here? I hate
There are a lot of rules.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
my
Take
gosh.
the trash out, strip the beds. You can't throw pizza away there. You have to go to the back dumpster.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
It's wild. And they're not very clean either.
Well,
But
mm,
now can you see where they
absolutely
hide
not.
the cameras? How does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
aren't you just checking every teddy bear's eyes?
Yeah, that would be my great fear that you're on Channel 7 being broadcast live
Right.
to the other folks in
There
town.
could be easily a dark web channel out there called like Airbnb Spy or
I bet
something.
there is, yeah.
Where all that stuff
My
is
only
being-
thing is, like you said, channel as if it's singular, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it might be a cable subscription. Do you want to be in the Pacific Northwest or do you want to keep it more East Coast? How about Florida? I think they're playing today.
Right.
Look, everybody is gross. And anytime that you're around people, there's going to be cameras. There's going to be creepy people moving around. And I'm telling you, I just picked one hotel. I just stay with the Hyatt. If they don't have a Hyatt there, I'm not staying there.
Okay.
Every place, like, it's not that they're better or worse. It at least allows me to lie to myself. Like, I'm familiar with this
It's
place.
right
but-
for you.
Yeah.
By the way, Al, it looks
Yeah.
like you're on a stage just before a rock concert, and you've got the Marshall stacks behind you.
Yes.
You're about to plug in your guitar.
It's a cool background. Yeah, looks
it's
good.
very nice.
Oh,
Are you in your
thank-
basement?
No, I'm in my studio. It's not done, but it's coming along. I'll give you guys a little tour. But yeah, it's coming along. It's I make music too, so I have a young lady coming over to sing this weekend. So yeah, I like to. I've been expanding my horizons,
Okay, now
which sounds like the creepiest way to get a girl into your house.
And I don't know.
I'm a producer.
This one I didn't see your show yesterday, so I don't know if you guys covered this one. And this of course gets into the realm of things I know nothing about, which is a rather large realm. Did you hear about the Missy Elliott thing with NASA?
No.
With NASA. And I wouldn't. If Missy Elliott walked in here, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't recognize her.
Tom, that's offensive.
I know. I don't.
She's been famous for 20 years.
Sorry. Here's the story real quick. NASA transmitted a Missy Elliott song to Venus, and it's only the second time they've ever done something like this. The song is entitled "The Rain, Supa Dupa Fly." It traveled 158 million miles to the second planet from the sun, Venus.
That's really cool. Have you heard that song?
Oh, well, they played a little bit of it.
We played it for him yesterday for
Everybody
the
else
first time.
knew it. I was not familiar with it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. I prefer "Get Your Freak On." Was that one of her big hits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
that thing. But I think they should have sent that.
Josh, I actually, you guys, Willie is in there too. and Jess, you would know this. Do you think that Missy Elliott has the most diverse fan base of any musical artist? I have never seen.
Yeah.
There's like a famous YouTube video of like a Midwestern 60-year-old white woman that know every word to "Is it worth it? Let me work it." Whatever that's like. It just like her fan base is like 9-year-old black girls, 40-year-old gay guys. Like everybody loves her.
Yeah.
She like people love her. She's great.
She is. I had the same experience at a Janet Jackson concert a couple weeks ago. It was probably one of the most diverse fan bases I've ever seen. Too.
Interesting.
For sure. Yeah.
It's just weird when like an artist like whatever sound you produce hits different people's ears and they all like it. It's like the song Old Country Road, whatever, the first Lil Nas X song. If you think about it on paper, it's like there's a gay black kid that's a cowboy rapper, and you'd be like, would you get out of my face? But everybody that heard it was like, why don't I hate this song?
Yeah.
It's just such a weird, it's just weird how what was the other one? Gangnam Style? Like, when's the last time you bought a Korean rap album? It's just that one song, everybody loved it.
I got a Colorado one for you. We were all eating, I think it was New Year's Eve or something. It was nice at this fancy restaurant, and there was a guy up there with a guitar playing, and no one was paying attention. I felt kind of bad for the guy. Nothing was happening. And then he played Country Roads, Take Me Home. The entire bunch of, jaded diners all started singing.
That's a good sing-along.
And then I guess that one is played in Germany at soccer stadiums. It's just one of those things. It's just a diverse audience. People just love it. That's one of the beautiful things. But I just was wondering if you knew about that Missy Elliott thing. I'm not sure why they chose that song or why for the second time in the history of NASA they did something like this.
It's because the women that launched that satellite were the women from Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
It was 4 black women that had that.
Well, good timing. Well, we have time to educate me a little bit on the language of the street, if you will. We have a word for me today.
Yes, this is the warm-up word before the big word that I really, the big phrase that I really like. So we've had this before, but Tom, really quickly, use the phrase beige flag in a sentence.
Beige flag?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was on my boat, and I was going to raise the blue Peter, which, by the way, means alerting the crew that it's time to leave port. But they weren't ready to go, so I put up my beige flag. How did I do?
That was interesting.
Not close.
Jess, show them how it's done, please.
Do you know what a green flag is and a red flag is when you're talking about somebody's personality or a character trait or something like that?
A red flag means stop.
Red flag does mean stop.
Or it means a warning, right?
Means,
that's a red flag.
Yes, this is disturbing behavior. You probably want to bail on this relationship. Yeah.
Okay, so red flag.
So green flag means this is great, this is good, this is positive, right?
Beige flag means
behavior. So beige flag.
Getting to it.
So beige flag is somewhere in between. This isn't. It's kind of it could be problematic, but it's not like. It's somewhere in between.
Not everyone's bothered by someone that only has one arm.
It's something specific that they do, but it's really not problematic.
Yeah, it's like me. When a Marvel movie comes out, I don't love them anymore, but I don't want to see the spoilers online, so I see it on the first day. I think that's kind of a beige flag for some women.
Yeah.
They don't want to go do it with you, but it's not weird enough that they'll break up with
Exactly.
Man, she was so hot. She and I have so much in common. We got back to her apartment, but she has like a collection of about 25 Harry Potter wands.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like a beige flag.
It turned into a red
opens
flag.
The door.
Yes.
It turned into a red flag when she wanted to insert one of the wands.
Right.
One was
Josh
shaped
is
like
like
a
just
penis.
Presto el rectimo.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Harry Keister was like,
Orgasmatron.
okay, I didn't get that one, Al. I'm sorry. Try me on the hard one now.
It's always great when you blow the warm-up word.
Okay, sorry, I had no idea.
Okay. All right, Tom, let's do this. Tom, what would how would you use the phrase booted or booted up? BOOTED.
Is it referencing a person or an automobile?
Yes,
or
you would
person?
be referencing a person other than yourself.
Okay, they're booted up. It's not the obvious. Not like they're going hunting or something.
No.
Is it? Can you use it for a man and a woman?
Absolutely, but usually it would be a man referring to a woman like this.
Booted up. Does it mean all dressed up? She's got on like go-go boots and.
No, but that suited and booted, so like that would be a good guess. This is a hard one.
Is she turned on and ready to go? Like you?
No, but I like where you are in terms of
Wait, I got it.
Motor vehicle.
She's,
that realm.
she's hooked up with someone, but she's about to dump him. She's about to boot the guy. She's booted up. Any day now, she's going to dump him.
I'm going to say this, Tom. At the end of that, it was completely wrong, but the first half was right. Booted up, if you think about a car boot, that means you can't go anywhere.
Oh.
So like, if you get to a party and Willie's like, yo, Al, are you going to talk to Jess? You said you were going to step to her at this party. And I'd be like, Willie, I tried to, but as soon as I got there, she was booted up with Josh. Like she was so like locked on. He had her. Like they were engaged in conversation. So like, you would also use it as a flex, like, hey, sorry to tell you, Tom, but your girl's booted up with me. Like, she's here. She's not going anywhere, bro. So it's like a car that's been booted for parking tickets.
Yeah.
Your girl's been booted up. She's locked down. So, Tom, for the people, one time for your mind, tell everybody or show everybody how to use the phrase booted in a sentence.
You've just done it so well. I don't know if I can do it any better than that.
Pretty good.
Hey, hey guys, I met this chick. Her name's Kelly, and I think I'm gonna really flirt with her. Tom, what do you think about this?
Oh, she's booted up with me.
Oh,
Tom!
Look at the alley-oop.
holy heck.
She's booted up with me, brah.
Brah. Man, I would just have to slink home, wouldn't I?
If I said brah, just take me out. just say goodbye. We're done with you. Al
I would
Jackson.
just want to see Willie's face when you said bruh, but you said it seriously. Like if there was a zoom in on Willie's face, like I don't know this man anymore. It would be worth it.
I don't know. Like when a baby farts, but it's at a funeral, so you can't laugh at it?
Right.
That's what my face would look like.
Is there a word? Proud appointed? Is that or disapprouded? Or you're kind of proud and sad at the same
Al Jackson can
Data
be found
pointed.
on the Daily Blast Live, and check out Al's various. What's the best way to find you, Al, on the world of social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Al Jackson IG and shooting a new comedy album and releasing a new musical album in the next 2 months. Stay tuned.
Okay, thanks, Al. Talk to you again soon.
All right, y'all. Love
Always
you.
a
man.
pleasure.
Keep it good.
Daily Blast Live is where you'll find Al.